Alright, back in this weird ass game that I have fallen in love with. Alright, today we're playing Doki Doki Literature Club again, and this time we're going to see why the fuck Yuri sucked on my bleeding finger. Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks the wound. I feel her tongue curl around my finger. Startled, I instinctively pull my hand back. Oh, please forgive me. I wasn't thinking. Yuri lowers her head, her face burning up. Yuri, that's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. How could I do something like that? I'm sorry. Sure, it was a little weird, and it took me by surprise. But I guess she was just trying to help, right? Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I have to do it anyway. Take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger in return. Muffin! Did you really just do that? Now we're even. Yuri just looks at me like I did something wrong. I knew that would be a bad idea. If not for the sweet aroma of jasmine oil, the air would be extremely heavy right now. You're so weird, Muffin. She giggles shyly. Yuri calling me weird? I'm sorry if this feels too childish. No, I didn't mean it at all. It's kind of fun, you know? Yeah, it is fun. I'm glad you feel that way too. Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself. For me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. I feel like when I spend time with one other person, even if it's something simple like reading, it doesn't even matter if we don't talk much. Just having a friend next to me makes things feel a little bit nicer. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy. Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games, where simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently. I knew you'd understand. Yuri leans over the banner to grab an unused paintbrush, but I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers. Kya! Sorry. Yuri reels back, and I quickly lift my hands in surprise. Are you hurt? No, I'm not hurt. It just startled me, that's all. Sorry, I should have asked you to get it for me. It's not your fault. Your face. There are drops of paint on Yuri's face and neck. Is there something on my face? Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel right away. I rush out and fetch a small towel and then dampen it with some hot water. I return to the room and kneel down in front of her. Here. I pat down Yuri's face and neck with a towel. Is something wrong? It's hot. I just didn't expect it. Sorry. I don't want to use cold water. Having finished, I start to retract my hand, but Yuri suddenly holds my wrist. Wait. Huh? Just for a little longer. It feels really nice. I keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. She looks into my eyes, an intense expression that I recognize when she reads her books, almost as if she's lost in a daze, enveloped in her by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through her slightly parted lips. What is happening? Is it the aroma of jasmine oil giving me this dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle fingers wrapped around my wrist, sending a tingling sensation through my arm. And suddenly, her face seems to be so much closer to mine than it was just a moment ago. Yuri slowly pulls away. Sorry. I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out. It's fine. I need to start making dinner soon. So you don't have any time left. I was secretly hoping we could have a little extra time after finishing the work. Well, Yuri thinks to herself, I think it would be irresponsible for me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there would be more time as well. It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker. No, it's not your fault at all. And an important thing that we got everything done, right? Yeah. So, I shouldn't be disappointed or anything. Gathering all of her things, Yuri seems a little downcast. I understand why. It sounded like she rarely gets the opportunity to spend with friends in a relaxed environment. Once Yuri packs up, I walk her to the front door. Thank you very much for having me today. No problem. I'm glad I was here to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring you tomorrow. I will. Well then, Yuri fidgets. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Wait. I kind of say that without thinking. About today, it's fine that we don't have as much time as we wanted, because we can do this again. Whenever you want, you can come over or we can go out somewhere. I forgot you don't like going out too much. As I stumble over my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so... You're very thoughtful, Muffin. Yuri takes a step closer to me and then briefly squeezes my hand. I kind of like that about you. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? But I don't even get a chance to as Yuri suddenly pulls back. Sayori! Huh? Hi, Muffin. Sayori. Just now, we weren't... It's okay, Muffin. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave. Aw, really? That's too bad. I'm sorry. But we'll all be together at the festival tomorrow, so that's fine, right? Of course. Yuri beams. Yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow. Clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurries off. Sayori, you cuck! Ruining moments every single time. Why are you a person? Why are you a thing? Sayori waves goodbye after her. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was really being mean to me. So I had to come over and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Yuri, and how close you got to her. It makes me really happy that you made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. Tears start to fall down Sayori's face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Muffin? I'm supposed to be happy for you. But why does it make my heart feel like it's splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear. Sayori, don't say that. It's true, Muffin. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your time. You wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. I wouldn't have to put up with being selfish. Monica was right. I should just... Monica? Monica was right about what? Sayori. What I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So, if anything, so even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But, Sayori looks away. I put my hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, Muffin. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayori? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Sayori? It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Muffin. I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel. And, that's enough, Sayori. I don't wait to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now, and that's what I'm going to give you. Fuck! Uh... Uh... Fuck! What do I do? What do I do? Uh... Uh... Oh, fuck. I've been going after Yuri for so long. Why? Why does it have to be right now? Why? Sayori, I fucking hate you. My heart's telling me to put that. But... Okay. You'll always be my dearest friend. Should we friend zone Sayori? Is that really the best thing to do? You'll always be my dearest friend. Oh, fuck. What you need most is for the things to be like they've always been. Monica told me the truth. She told me how much happier you seemed after I joined the club. I know you're struggling with some really difficult feelings right now, but please trust me that I know what's best and what will make you happy in the end. I promise I'll help get things back to the way they were. I see. Sayori forces a smile through her incredibly pained expression. This is what it feels like to be stabbed in the chest. I should write a poem about this. Sayori, it's okay. This is just my punishment, remember? For being selfish. So please don't worry about these stupid feelings. I know you're right. I knew this whole time there's no happiness down that path. That's why I came here. Just so I could get the answer I needed to hear. And the other thing, you're also right that I just want to go back to the way it was. I realize that now. I really do know me better than anyone, Muffin. I trust you with anything. Anything at all. So... Sayori's smile finally breaks. All of a sudden, she turns around and drops to her knees. Clutching her head with both hands, she screams as loudly as she can. I'm so shocked that I don't even know how to react. Sayori looks over her shoulder and flashes me one more weak smile before turning around and running off. Sayori! I left helplessly standing in front of my own house. Why am I feeling so horrible about this? There's nothing more that I could have done. The most I can do is support Sayori through her feelings and help her on her own path that's right. But I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. I keep wondering if I can be doing something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. I'm going to give it everything I've got. Sayori will always be my dearest friend, and I'll do whatever it takes to put a smile on her face every day. Muffin, you're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica is placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be for the ones she's prepared that have all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. She overslept again. That dummy. You'd think on days this important she would try a little harder. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday, and suddenly feel awful, knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking, but maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. You should take a little responsibility for her, Muffin. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, don't you know? Exchange? Monica, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president after all. But I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell you about it that quickly? That makes me seem like a bad guy here. But I'm the one who knows what's best for her, right? Jeez. I don't know. You don't know the full story at all, so don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Eh? Monica is being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt chill down my spine after hearing that. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desk. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognized Natsuki's and Yuri's poem from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different than the one she practiced. That's the one. It's one I haven't read before. Get out of my head, get out of my head, get out of my head, get out of my head. Get out of my head, 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 get out of my head. What the hell? Get out of my head. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished. It's just stopped moving. What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Muffin? What's wrong? Nothing. This poem feels completely different than from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm going to get Sayori, so, well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself, Monica calls out after me. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her, or at least wake her up, or even the simple gesture of walking to her with school would make her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they always been. That's all she needs, and that's what I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I didn't expect an answer, since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I open the door and let myself in. Sayori? She's a really heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. Isn't that more like something a boyfriend would do? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy! There's no response. I really don't want to have to enter her room like this. It isn't kind of breaching of privacy, but she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door.